Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. We've been discussing marriage and the Lavan, and in the last few videos we've gone through the first 3 verses of the Lavan and how they represent different phases of a spiritual marriage, a grihasthashram, a marriage that's devoted to a higher purpose than just being married, working, having children. The higher purpose of a marriage is for both partners to evolve spiritually, to grow in their connection to Guruji. And in that, the attachment to each other becomes dissolved because both members of the marriage become attached to the one. And so that, oh honey, I love you and I need you and you make me feel bad, all that is not what the marriage is about. That's why you won't find anything in the Lavan about romance. But in the 3rd verse of the Lavan, Guruji talks about love and how through using your marriage to help yourself grow and to grow together, you can reach that stage of being saturated with the love of the one. And that infuses everything that takes place in your marriage. And now we come to the final verse of the Lavan, which is the 4th round. And this is where Guruji tells you the point, the purpose, the why. Why get married? In the 4th round, our mind becomes calm. And we experience Hari in the presence of beloved Ram. Every line is sealed, right? Balaram Jio. So our mind becomes calm, sahaj. And we experience God. In the company of the Gurumukhs, I have met Hari, and his sweetness fills me. Wow. You know, this verse is about being in the company of other people who are also working on themselves and who are also using their incarnation, using their marriage as a tool for spiritual growth. So Guruji is saying that if you keep the company of Gurumukhs, if you live in that energy and that vibration, then your mind becomes calm and you experience God within yourself. His sweet love, the sweetness of Hari, comes by grace. And it fills my life day and night. Wow, what a beautiful line. Hari's sweet love comes by grace and fills my life day and night. This is the point of being married. You can, through your marriage, reach that state where both your lives are devoted to service. And in that service, to the Guru and to the Satsanga and to the Panth, you experience that merger with the One through your service, through your marriage. I am satisfied and my mind is filled with joy and Hari's name resounds. Hari, the Lord and Master of us all, is one with his bride, and the treasure of Nam blooms in her heart. And Servant Nanak says that in the final round, we are one in Hari. We are one in the one. We are one. You know, look how beautifully Guruji moves through this journey of the soul in marriage. Because what marriage is, when the two souls are each on their journey, and they come together and they move through the journey together. And the result of that commitment, to marriage, to working on ourselves through marriage, through using marriage to get closer to God and to experience that bliss, that when you approach marriage in that frame, the last verse says, This is talking, you understand at this point that the Lavan is talking about a married couple, but the Lavan is also talking about God and the soul. Because look at the language in the last verse. It basically says that God becomes one with his bride. So look at the beauty. You look at your partner, you see God in your partner. Your partner looks at you and sees God in you. You bring that love and that vision and that awareness out in everything you do, in your seva. That love of your spouse becomes the love of God, and you see God in your spouse, and your spouse sees God in you. And when you see each other in your divinity, in your destiny of what you came to deliver on this planet, then there's a merger that happens. And that merger is, well, as Guruji says, it's beyond words to tell. So the whole point of the Lavan is that marriage is a spiritual tool. It's the Grist ashram. And who lives in that ashram? Well, you and your spouse, certainly, children if you have children. But it's in the dynamic of the push and pull of the marriage that we work through, that we resolve the karmas, and then we make it to that stage of bliss. In the next video, we're going to talk about some of the tools we can use to work through those karmas and reach that stage that Guruji has described so beautifully in the Lavan.